In light of the Ukrainian crisis, some voices in the UK say the country now needs to keep its nuclear Trident system in to counter the Russian threat. One Conservative MP said Britain will need it for when, quote, Putin threatens one of the Baltic states, which is a member of NATO. Let's now talk more on those fears with political commentator John Wight. Mr. John Wight, welcome to RT. So, do you think the panic over Russia possibly attacking Eastern Europe is justified?
Oh, of course not. This is yet more bombast and bluster on the part of Western ideologues and certain British establishment stooges who refuse to accept that the days of the West's unipolarity is over. The very idea that we can resurrect the Cold War in today's globalised world, wherein interdependency is a key part, is simply ludicrous.
Trident was criticised by many as a drain on a vastly shrunken defence budget. Does Britain really need it?
No, the idea that Britain should have its own nuclear capability at a time when destitution in the country is the new normal for increasing thousands and tens of thousands of its citizens is really a product of conceit on the part of these establishment stooges. And it just shows you where the priorities of the government and its supporters lies in the country. Not to alleviate the huge despair that is spread across the land. We've seen another example of that in the Chancellor's latest budget, but to try and posture as a first-rate power when really Britain does not have either the money, the political capital, or indeed the military capability to do so. So again, this is ludicrous. This is what they are taught in these private schools such as Eton, that Britain is still an empire. And the sooner that mindset disappears, the better it will be for Britain and its citizens, but also the entire world.
Still, UK MP Julian Lewis, advocating in favour of Britain's nuclear programmes, says the country needs it as an insurance policy against the unknown. Do you think it's still crucial for UK security?
No. The only thing that's crucial for UK security and for the security of the West in general is adherence to international law. The idea behind the UN Charter in 1945 was that those who signed it would actually abide by it. And we've seen over the last 30 years that the West has treated international law as a pick and mix. It is applicable as far as the West is concerned when it suits their agenda, and it's ignored when it doesn't. And we've just seen that when it comes to Ukraine and Crimea. And other examples prior to that were, of course, Libya, Iraq, Syria, and the former Yugoslavia. So, you know, the only security worthy of the name is collective security, and that will involve everyone adhering to international law. The West has shown that it's not willing to do that, or it's certainly not willing to do that consistently, and until that changes, then security will be threatened.
Political commentator John Wight. Mr. John Wight, thank you very much indeed for sharing your views with us.